Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how I make my gnocchi real quick. It's going to be a little bit of rush because I'm a little behind and the phone keeps on ringing because I forget I'm running a restaurant and I'm been on the phone and whatever, yada yada yada. But okay, I'm making gnocchi. I'm making a squid gnocchi. This is 2 pounds of potatoes that I had boiled. I'm going to let this cool off. Usually you would use a ricer. With a ricer you put the potatoes and you will spin it and it'll come out nice. It'll force it through these little holes. But not, I'm using a Sinwai and I'm going to do it by hand. Honestly, because I don't have time and I can't find the ricer because I haven't used it in a while. So we're going to do this by hand. It sucks. It's not the ideal, but this is another way to kind of improvise. In case if you don't have one, it's the whole thing is you want to get the potato pushed through. You want to have it nice and soft, and basically this makes it a nice little mashed potato. You also, like I found a quicker way of doing it than just kind of passing it with pushing it through with the spatula, a rubber spatula. You also want to pass the ricotta through. Again, the potato, you pass it through so you make sure you don't have any bumps, and it just lightens up the potato. It makes, it works. It just works. It makes the gnocchi a little bit lighter instead of so heavy. The same thing when you do pasta. I like to pass it through Sinwai and air it out, and it just works. It makes the pasta, I don't know, it makes it come out better, let's just say that. So you don't need to see me do this. Have patience doing this. One tip, make sure the potato is not cold. So when you take it out, when you're boiling it, you want to cool it down. You don't want it piping hot, but you also don't want it. You don't want it to get cold. I almost got it cold because I got distracted and I took it. I made it try to cool it off a little quick, so I put it in the fridge. And when I took it out, it was still hot. But I got a phone call, and next thing you know, the thing almost got cold on me. But I managed to get to it before it got cold. All right, so we're done here. We're gonna get all this out right here, and we're gonna get ready for the other ingredients real quick. So that was about 10 ounces of ricotta mixed in with the 2 pounds of potatoes. All right, I'm gonna make a nice little well, so I'm gonna put all the rest of the wet ingredients right in the middle. All right, just to throw this out there, normally you do pasta on the table and you throw some flour in the bottom and you do the pasta in the table, but I don't have a lot of room, so I use a big bowl and kind of keep everything a little bit cleaner because I just don't have a lot of room. So I utilize the room that I have, and one of the ways that I'm able to is to do that. This is the egg yolks. So I have 4 egg yolks, and I threw a whole tablespoon of squid ink. So I'm gonna mix that in nice. The squid ink is really strong. It turns those eggs. You would never know that there was eggs in there. It makes it completely black. Alright, so we got into this stage, right? So we made a little well in the middle. This is the squid ink, as I mentioned. And for this, you're going to add about 6 ounces of flour. So all is going to go in the middle. I'm actually going to tell you guys, you're not going to see me with gloves. When I make pasta, it's very difficult to use the gloves. And the flour is one thing. When you add the 6 ounces of flour, if you ever need more flour in the process, it's not a problem. You could always add more depending on how the liquids work out. Alright, so here we go. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Sometimes it looks, with pasta, you just gotta have a little patience. Sometimes if it doesn't look like it's going your way in the beginning, and eventually you keep on working at it, and it'll get there. So 6 ounces, so that's about 2 of these right here. Alright, I get a little fork and I just start moving it around a little bit. I do apologize if the video comes off a little weird because I got to stop it every once in a while. I'm not only doing this in the kitchen, so every once in a while I got to go and check something else that's cooking. And I don't know, the video I think might end up, once I edit it, might come out a little choppy. Hopefully it doesn't, but just in case if it does, I just want to let you know that's the reason why. It's not, that's really the only reason. So this is kind of goes really quick. I know it's only a little bit of the squid ink in the middle, but all this, by the time I'm done, this whole thing, this whole pasta is going to be dark. I mean dark. So yeah, we'll see. You might have to add a little bit more flour, but we'll see. And you usually would add a little bit of pinch of salt, but the squid ink has salt in it already. It's a salty, so I don't need to add a little bit of salt. You would, you know, and I also add salt to the water anyway. So, but yeah, normally if you're doing this pasta without the squid ink, you wouldn't need, what's the word? Well, you would want to add a pinch of salt. My fault. Alright. I'm gonna speed this up along a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some more. I'm definitely gonna need some more flour later. So let's just get this mixed in a little bit. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry, this thing got moved around. I forgot I was recording there. Alright, so you see how dark this is? I'm going to wrap these. I cut it into 3 balls. I'm going to use one of these balls today. Pasta balls. I'm going to cover it up, let it rest. The rest I'll keep in the refrigerator. They're usually good for like 2 to 3 days. You know, you take it out and let it warm up a little bit, and then you roll them up. Hopefully I have time to show you guys how we make the gnocchi. Alright? And this is it. I mean, you just wrap it up before I let you guys go. I just wrap it up like this and put it in the fridge for like 30 minutes, and then we take it out later and let it sit for another 20 minutes before we start rolling it out for gnocchi. Alright, I've been very quiet. This right here, this is how we would do the gnocchis. So you get the gnocchis and just kind of roll it out. That's it. That's a gnocchi right there. Can't see if you see it, but you see that's the gnocchi. This is a nice little gnocchi shape. You probably can't see it because it's, it has that charcoal color to it with the flour. But I have it, heavy on the flour so it won't stick. But that's it. Just kind of boom. That's it. I don't know if my hand might be covering it. Let me see. I gotta look at it. So that's it. That's what you kind of do. Get the gnocchi. You just gotta do that 100 times. And that's it. A little butter pan. Add some thyme and garlic. Salsa. So we're gonna saute this a little bit. A little bit of white wine. Stop. Gnocchi. See how the squiddy gnocchi really gets up in there. Extra sauce. What do you need?
I was looking for the utensil thingy. Oh, right here.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah,